Hi folks, welcome back. What we're working on right now, I got finished doing all the burning around the head, the breast area here, and underneath the tail, and the back portion of the tail. Now we're going to do something a little different. These feathers are a little more difficult to do. What we're going to do is this, where I want to show you what I did offline. I drew a little line. A feather usually has a quill down the center, okay? But because these are laying over top of each other, it's only going to show at the very end of the feathering. These feathers are so small that you hardly can see the little quill quill in the little quill in the center of it. So for those ones on the top, I'm going to see if I have this hot enough. This is my new one. It works a little better than my old one because I kept sharpening it up. And this is what I bought at the carving show. This cost around $22 for a new one. But I'm just going to show you what I'm going to do here for this. When you do these, maybe I can show you on a separate piece of wood here. When you do these, just to give you an example, when you have feathers that are very tiny and they overlay like this, I want to show you how we do from one to the other. If they're not cut out like we have here. Sometimes they're not cut out. What they do is they push it further in at the bottom and then bring it up, just like that. I'll show you how this works. And then you turn it the other way. You curve it towards the inside. Okay, then the next feather, say that we'll work on this one. This one goes pretty deep, so it looks like it's coming out from underneath the next one. See it? And then bring it up as you're getting towards the end. Okay, same thing with these. Deeper where the line is. I'm kind of doing this a little bit backwards, but normally you stop and start with the top and work your way down. See how that makes it look like it's layered? We're going to do the same thing here because we don't have anything to go by, because we don't have a stop and where one feather stops and another one starts. So we're going to do that here. We're going to push it in a little bit, just like that. And these do not crisscross. They curve a little bit, but they don't crisscross. Okay, now we're going to go to the next one. Then you go a little bit in a different direction. See how I'm going to go down a little bit? And then do the other side. Okay. And this one here, I'm going to go down. You can see this. Okay, so that's how you do these feathers. This first cluster of feathers. Kind of go in a different direction. It will make it look a little more realistic. Then when you get down here, the top is, you're going to see the quill completely. So we'll put one line all the way down the center. And a very little one next to it. Just like that. And then taper it off at the end. Just like I did there. And I'll show you how we'll do this. So you start from the bottom, from the very top. Bottom part of the thing, and I'm going to use my finger as a pivot point here, and you're going to just turn it, do it deeper at the quill, and come up with it. So okay, that's how that's done. Now we're going to do the other half of that feather. See if I can get this in the camera right. So you just take your time. See how I'm coming up when I get to the edge of the feather? Okay. And I do another little section at a time. Like 1/8 of an inch, I'll go down and then work my way up. It's always deeper here in the center than it is at the end. you just come up a little bit. So you do the same thing with all these down here, but you see where this is? This is where the quill is going to be. This is the very end. You don't need to do a 2-line quill there like I did on the top. Okay? And then these are down here. And then we have one going down the center here, because this is only going to be half a part of a bird here, so we'll just do this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to feather on this side of it, alright? So that's how that's done. Okay? And then these here are just done straight across. You take a section and you just go down and up, just like so. Okay? And then you do the next row. I have 4 rows here to do. And you do that all the way down. Okay, see how I'm doing that? Alright, and then you go down and do the next feather. So remember, when you get to the ends here and the tip, you're going to go in the opposite direction. So you can do all these first if you want. And then go back and go straight down. And these will all come out like so. Okay? So you know how the layout is. Now you do the top section, then do each feather separately, and do the tail, and then when we come back, folks, we're going to be ready to paint it. Okay? Thank you very much.